Today is November 14th, and this is going to be your outlook for the entire winter, if you guys are wondering what it is. So, I'm going to start here. This is the summary, then we'll get into details. And this red area you see, this is going to be the winter mix-up area. This is where a wide variety of different types of wintry weather is forecast to occur. This is, some people call it the winter battle zone. This is where we're going to see lots of strange types of winter weather, all sorts of winter weather, heavy snow, cold snaps, and occasionally we'll get really warm. So it's going to be a really weird winter in this red area, which is a lot of the U.S. A lot of the U.S. is going to experience this weird kind of mix-up. In this blue area where it says cold and snowy, this is where the classic winter weather is forecast to occur. This area is going to be very cold and very snowy. This is where the most precipitation is probably going to fall all year, is in this area, which is normally dry, but this is going to be a really cold, wet winter. There's going to be a lot of snow, probably be a lot of wind chills going on, blizzards. This area is going to experience, and that doesn't mean the same thing will happen here in this winter mix-up, but this is where a lot of the really bitter, cold, and bad snow-like weather is going to occur, right in that blue area. Now we go down here in the south. It's going to be a warm winter and drier. Warm and dry for this entire orange area, which is it's most of the southern United States. And we got two brown areas where it says very dry. These areas are expected to be very, very dry. Doesn't mean you won't get any precipitation at all. It's just there's not going to be very much precipitation this winter for those two areas. Here it's not really uncommon to see very dry weather, and Florida's the same, but Florida's really having a dry winter like they did. It's been dry all year round for Florida. So there's your overview. Now we're going to get into more detail. Here's the temperature outlook. We're seeing above normal temperatures for most of the U.S. actually. So anywhere in this orange outline could see an above normal temperatures for this winter, which is, yeah, basically almost all the U.S. It's a good chunk of it. We get farther in where it's red. This is where it's more likely, in this red area, and then you get into this brown area where it's pretty darn certain that it's going to be warmer, and it could be significantly warmer in some of these areas in the brown especially. So some of you may like that, some of you may not. And then we get over here. This is where it's going to be colder than normal. Anywhere in this green outline could see a colder than normal winter. You get into this light blue. This is where it's more likely. And it's just a narrow corridor in west central North Dakota, central Montana, northern Idaho, or north central Idaho, and far northeast Oregon and southeastern Washington. This is where it's going to be the coldest of anywhere in the U.S. this winter. This is where it's going to be very cold and windy. And so there's your temperature outlook. So it looks pretty bad. It might be. We'll see. And now here we're at temperature. No, not temperature. Ugh, I'm losing my marbles today. Precipitation. Okay, precipitation outlook. Got two areas of above normal precipitation and one large area of below normal precipitation. I'm going to start over here. Anywhere in this green outline here could see above normal precipitation this year. This darker green means more likelihood of wetter winters. This is where more precipitation will fall. And you get in this purple area, this is where it could be really wet, very, very wet. So, this purple area includes a little bit of eastern Missouri, southern Illinois, a good chunk of Indiana, northwest Kentucky, and far western Ohio is all in that purple area. This is where it could be a very wet winter. And you can expect in these areas more increased snow, sleet, ice, any types of wintry precipitation could be enhanced in that area. And the same thing goes for up here. A large area of above normal precipitation from anywhere in this green outline. This is in the west, northwest U.S. And then we got a larger purple and dark green area. This is where a lot of snow could fall this winter. And we're already expecting the first winter storm of the year up here pretty soon. And then we get down here. Here is going to be below normal precipitation anywhere in this orange outline, which is for basically all of the southern United States. So that's just slightly less dry. This is where it's going to be more dry in this pink area, and then here in Florida where it's circled, it's kind of hard to see, but it's red. This is where it's going to be the driest. That's the driest area of the winter, is the central Florida area. It's going to be very, very dry. Blizzard and ice storm outlook. Here we're going to start with the ice storm outlook. This is where ice storms can happen anywhere. This is where the threat is more enhanced. Anywhere in this yellow means an enhanced ice storm threat. Anywhere in this yellow. The threat increases once you get here into the orange. It's a more restricted area, basically just in this area where the orange, and then this red is where you really have to watch for ice storms. Ice storms can be really bad in this red area, which that includes, again, part of eastern Missouri, southern Illinois, southern Indiana, southwest Ohio, all of Kentucky, a little bit part of the Virginias, a little bit of part of the Carolinas, and most of Tennessee. That's where the ice storms could be very bad this year. And then this pink area, this is where the blizzard threat is enhanced. There's just one color for it. This pink area is where, the blizzard threat is much higher than the rest. If you're in the white areas, it does not mean winter storms aren't going to happen, because they probably will. But this is where it's going to be the most significant. This is just a little discussion on how ice storms actually happen. The conditions have to be pretty good. So it starts up here in the cloud level. Take a light color. It starts up here in the cloud level. It falls as snow. It goes down into the above. It goes into the above freezing air, and the snow turns into rain. Goes all the way down. As it hits here, it does not refreeze in the air. It kind of just settles down, and it's super cold, and once it hits the ground level, it freezes all over the surface. That's how an ice storm happens. So the conditions have to be perfect for that. There has to be mostly above freezing weather up in the air, but it has to be colder on the ground. Alright, so there's your winter outlook for this year. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. I'd be glad to answer.